Welcome to This Week in 2016 Presidential Polls, where we look past the horse race to the numbers that matter. After the results in New Hampshire and looking at the South Carolina polls and beyond, it seems like the Trump juggernaut just gets stronger and stronger. Now, this is largely because establishment voters have not coalesced around a single candidate. In most polls, both nationally and in the next Republican contest of South Carolina, Trump garners about 1/3 of the vote, with Ted Cruz and Marco Rubio battling it out for second place with about 20% each. However, if you add the support for Jeb Bush and John Kasich to Rubio's total, this single hypothetical establishment candidate would be giving Trump a run for his money. On the Democratic side, we are looking at an entirely different story. While Trump has been able to win almost every single Republican voting bloc, Hillary Clinton and Bernie Sanders have been splitting key demographic groups. And nowhere is this more apparent than with age. Bernie Sanders has won the young vote by astronomical margins in Iowa and New Hampshire, whereas Hillary Clinton took the older vote. Now, in those first two states, the electorates have been almost entirely white. We don't know whether this generational appeal for Sanders will continue when we turn to states that have significant minority populations. So let's take a look at South Carolina, where we expect that a majority of the electorate will be African American in that Democratic primary. Bernie Sanders appears to be winning the support of white Democrats who are under 50 years old, although it is by a narrower margin than in the first two contests. However, that generational appeal does not appear to cross racial lines. A solid 6 in 10 majority of younger black voters are standing behind Hillary Clinton. This is only slightly less than the support she receives from older black voters and similar to her vote share among older white voters. Democrats will caucus in Nevada this Saturday, and we'll know then whether Sanders was able to bring his generational appeal to young Latino voters. And if so, whether he will be able to build upon that to convince young African Americans in South Carolina to get behind his campaign. And those are the highlights and lowlights of This Week in 2016 presidential polls. Until next time, I'm Patrick Murray from the Monmouth University Polling Institute.